Good morning. Today's date's October 27th, 2025. It's the morning docket of the Lawrence County Municipal Court. First group of cases we're going to call are review hearings. So when you hear your name called, come down to the table on your right and my left, and we'll go through the case.
Joseph Atkins, Richard Akers, Heather Bennett, Kaylee Bennett, Dennis Cook, Summer Frank, Mark Daniels, Brittany Ethel.
Joseph Atkins. I'm right here. So the state of Ohio, this is Joseph Atkins, CRB 23356, CRB 23260, CRB 23261. Well, Mr. Atkins, you haven't done a whole lot for a while. You're down to, looks like $50 on one case.
I just paid on it last night online.
Okay. How much did you pay?
50.
Okay, so the one case, once that closes, it should close that case out.
Yeah.
And then you're down to $225 less on the other case.
Yeah.
I'll set you back. December the 8th.
Thank you.
I'll be reviewing 9 a.m. Thanks. Richard Akers?
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Richard Akers, Commission 25629 A and B. Mr. Akers?
All right.
Then ask if you're still treating. Are you still treating?
Yes.
You got a report for me?
I got everything for you. I'll take my fine off.
So everything's done other than just finishing out the treatment.
Well, I'll probably be there for a while on that question. My wife has to miss, my wheel got one vehicle right now, and my truck's broke down because I wouldn't pay my fine off. And she misses days of work when I come to court, so I know that out there they know if I have to come to court or not since my fine's been paid.
Well, you'll still have to come to court because you're still treating, so you'll still have to come to court. But I'm going to set you out a little bit further out, since all of those other things are done and you're doing well in your treatment. So I'm going to set you back for December the 29th, and that'll be a review at 9 a.m.
Wow.
Heather Barnett.
Yes, sir.
All right. State of Ohio versus Heather Barnett, CRB 2366.
What time was that, sir, for me?
9 a.m.
9? Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Barnett, very good report. You've done some community service. You still have a lot of community service to do, but I'm more concerned about your treatment. I'm also going to set you back for December the 29th.
Okay,
That'll be a review, 9 a.m.
okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Kaylee Bennett. Kaylee Bennett. All right, this is State of Ohio versus Kaylee Bennett, PRC 22170, A, B, C, and D, PRD 221604, A and B, PRD 212280, A, B, C, and D, PRC 202681, A, B, and C. Time is now 9:42 a.m. Ms. Bennett has failed to appear. There'll be a bench warrant issue. Tyler Branham. Tyler Branham. State of Ohio versus Tyler Branham, CRA 181295. Time is 9:42 a.m. Mr. Branham has failed to appear. There'll be a bench warrant issue. Dennis Cook.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Dennis Cook. Hearing 242603. TRD 164177, TRC 143645, A, B, and C, and TRC 143122A and B. All right, another really good report, Mr. Cook.
Yes, sir.
Still have quite a bit of things to do on your case, but I'm more concerned with making sure you're treating and doing the things that you need to do there.
Okay, I'm gonna make a payment today, and is there community service on there?
There is some community service.
I'll start doing that too.
Okay. And once you complete your community service, you can work off your fines through community service, which will save you some money.
Okay, thanks, sir.
No problem. I'll set your review back on December the 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Summer Crank. This is State of Ohio versus Summer Crank, CRB 25-198. Frank, this is a restitution only case at this point, I believe. I think everything else is taken care of. So there's still $570.45 outstanding, but you're making payments
Every week.
So I'll set you back for December 29th for review at 9 a.m. Thank you. Mark Daniels.
Yep.
The State of Ohio versus Mark Daniels, TRC 1926-74. All right, excellent report. Looks like you've got a possible completion date. So I'm going to set you back right after that date. So I'm going to set you back December 29th.
All right.
It'll be 9 a.m. for a review hearing.
All right.
Thank you. Brittany Eplin. This is State of Ohio versus Brittany Eplin, CRB 23-589 A and B.
This is just a review hearing.
All right. Good report, and you've done an unbelievable amount of community service since the last time you were here.
And I also paid my fines off.
Everything, you're down to just completing your treatment. So that's all you've got left.
I've already completed
What's that?
the completed treatment.
Sir, you need to mute your microphone. If you're on Zoom, you need to mute your microphone. People talking in the background is disrupting court. Sir, Al Hassan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see you walking away. If you can, mute your microphone, because the people talking in the background are disrupting court.
I'm in another room by myself right now.
Okay. Well, it looks like according to the report, it says you're continuing in outpatient.
That's correct, Your Honor. She's completed 2-5 residential and transitional. She decided to go into outpatient upon completion.
Okay. All right. based upon that, I'll go ahead and close your case. So you're all completed.
Thank you.
All right,
So I
thank
don't
you.
get this? Thank you.
Okay, you don't have to come back, your case is completed here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Levi Jones, Jenna Hata Justice, James McClellan, Derek Newell, James Sarton, Amber Spears, Sarah Woods.
Levi Jones?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Levi Jones, CRB 25-2023. All right, you're making good progress. Mr. Jones, I'm gonna set you back for December 29th. That'll be a review at 9 a.m.
December 29th?
December 29th.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jenna Hatta Justice. The State of Ohio versus Jenna Hatta Justice, PRC 2424 or 2544 A and B. All right, well, you completed all your treatment and you paid off all your fines, so your case is complete. So your case is now closed, it's complete, you don't have to come back anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
James McClellan, State of Ohio versus James McClellan, PRD 21682, PRD 181168, PRD 163521. Mr. McClellan has failed to appear, the time is 9:50 a.m. He was cited to be here at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, he is in treatment at Shawnee. We were unaware he was supposed to be here today.
Okay.
I can have him here whenever, Friday.
To your knowledge, how's he doing in his treatment?
He's doing well. He's
Okay.
behind on community service, but other than that, treatment-wise, he's doing well.
Okay. I'll set him back on another day then. Let's do December 5th. And I'll consider it reviewed today.
Thank you.
No problem. Derek Newell. It's the State of Ohio versus Derek Newell, TRC 22-1229, time is 9:51 a.m. Mr. Newell's cited to be here at 9 a.m. He's failed to appear, be a bench warrant issued. James Sarton, State of Ohio versus James Sarton, TRC 24897, A, B, and C. Mr. Sarton, you've done a good amount of community service since your last here. Looks like you're down to 30 hours left, and you still owe $1,010 on your fine, but once you complete those hours, you can work some of that off as well, so. I'm gonna set you back for December the 19th.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. That'll be a review at 9 a.m.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Amber Spears, the State of Ohio versus Amber Spears, TRC 242254 A and B. Looks like you made a payment today. Looks like you're down to $615, so you don't have any community service left, so if you want to work some of that off, you can save yourself some money.
Yeah.
Set you back December 19th for review at 9 a.m. Get that knocked out and you won't have to come back anymore.
I'm trying. Thank you.
Thank you. State of Ohio versus Sarah Woods, CRB 22-326, CRB 21-686. Good report, Ms. Woods.
And I just recently started back to school, so I'm trying to, find a balance. I'll be graduating the community program this week, so I'll be able to have more time to get my community service done.
You've got a little bit of a hole to dig out of, but it's not unmanageable. In one case, you've got 30 hours of community service and it looks like a $600 fine. And on the other case, it's 30 and 670, so you'll be able to work.
I have completed some community service, though.
Okay. Yeah, once you get that turned in, some of that will come off.
Okay.
I'm gonna set you back for December 19th
Okay.
for review at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you
You're
so
doing great,
much.
Ms. Woods.
Thank you.
Did you talk to John about your community service?
I spoke with the.
Let him know what you've done,
Okay.
so get it ready.
Okay.
All right, the next group of cases we're going to call are arraignments. That's first appearances on new charges. So if you're here for an arraignment, please go ahead and come in the courtroom. So when you hear your name called, come down to the table on your right, my left. I'll go through the charge or charges with you at that time. So you can enter one of three pleas. You can enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you enter a guilty plea, you're making a complete admission that you committed the offense charged. If you enter a not guilty plea, you are not making an admission that you committed the offense charged. And if you enter a no contest plea, you're not admitting you committed the offense charged, but you're not contesting the facts and circumstances surrounding it either. And then if I think the state may have enough evidence, I can enter a guilty finding. If you're unsure of what to do, you should enter a not guilty plea. It preserves all your rights before the court. You have the following rights before the court. You have the right to remain silent. We're recording everything here today, and people like to come up here and tell me things about their case, and sometimes that's not in their best interest. If you decide that you want to tell me something about your case and it's not in your best interest, it's being recorded, and the state of Ohio can then use that against you later if your case goes to trial. You have the right to have an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, I can appoint one to represent you at no cost if you qualify. You have the right to reasonable bail, and you have the right to force the state to prove each and every element of the offense charged beyond a reasonable doubt.
State of Ohio versus Christina Thompson, case number TRD 25-330 A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Christina Thompson, TRD 25-330 A and B. And it looks like this was on a failure to appear. For a review hearing. All right, Ms. Thompson, do you admit or deny that you failed to appear for your review?
Yes, I completely forgot. It was an oversight. Just have a lot on my schedule. It was my mistake, honestly.
All right.
I paid the fine off this morning. It was for a traffic violation.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I saw everything's now paid as of today, so I am going to complete your case
Thank you.
this time. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Rachel Markham, case number CRB 21-715.
This is State of Ohio versus Rachel Markham, CRB 21-715. Ms. Markham was alleged that on or about October 1st of 2021, that you failed to appear for an arraignment at that time. You admit or deny that you failed to appear?
Yeah.
All right. You have a good reason why you weren't here for your arraignment?
I was still in my addiction. So,
Well, we may need to serve her. Make sure that. All right, Ms. Markman's been handed a copy of her charge. Ms. Markman's alleged that on or about September 10th, 2021, in Fayette Township, you were acting with the kind of culpability required for the commission of an offense, that you did knowingly aid or abet another in committing a violation of section 291302A1 of the Ohio Revised Code. That's theft, or complicity to theft. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty on that's up to 180 days in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead?
I'm not guilty.
Okay, I'll accept your not guilty plea. Are you working currently?
I'm looking for a job and I'm working a program. I brought you this.
I'll appoint Attorney Luke Steyer to represent you since you're not working. We could have Mr. Steyer in the courtroom. I'm going to let you, since you appeared here today, even though you didn't appear previously, since you're in treatment, and since you've appeared here today on your own, I'm going to let you sign a $1,000 signature bond. Recall the warrant. Steyer, this is a complicity to theft charge. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. She's in treatment. I've let her sign a $1,000 signature bond at this time. When would you like to come back?
What sort of a time frame is the court generally looking at right now, Your Honor?
November is pretty full overall. We could probably do November 21st or November 14th.
I'm actually here on the 21st. We go with that day, Your Honor. Oh wait, is that a problem?
Yeah, that's a problem. My son's in Florida with my dad and I'm driving down there the 21st.
How about the 14th?
Let me make sure if I'm here on the 14th. I've got a couple trials. I have a jury trial the 14th. I'm here the 17th.
17th is pretty full. Let's go into early December. December 1st?
Let me check something here. I actually have 2 different jury trials scheduled that day.
5th?
And I'm out of town that day.
8th?
I can do the 12th.
12th it is.
December 12th.
December 12th.
December 12th, it'll be a pre-trial, 10 a.m.
All right, I'm gonna get your file. I'm not talking to you. Just wait for me in the lobby.
Okay.
Thank you.
December
Is
12th.
that it?
Yeah, that's up for right now. Just don't leave until I talk to you, please.
State of Ohio versus Brandon Helton, case number CRB 2318, TRD 213585 A and B, TRD 213053 A and B.
And Mr. Steyer, I apologize in advance, but I think you're the only one here right now as far as I'm aware.
Mr. Morford is here.
Oh, he's here now? Okay. This is State of Ohio versus Brandon Helton, CRB 2318, TRD 213585, TRD 213053. Mr. Helton, it's alleged that on or about September 11th, or excuse me, October 24th of 25, that you had failed to appear for a review hearing.
Yes,
You admit or deny you failed to appear?
I did, yes.
Do you have a good reason that you didn't appear?
Yeah, I was on my way Friday and I hit something on the highway and busted my oil filter, so I dealt with that. And then I called and they just told me to come today, the next court date.
Well, you're making some progress here. I'd like to see you move a little bit quicker on this, but I'll recall the warrant.
Well, I had a question, community service, because I live almost an hour and a half away and it's so hard for me to come down here.
You can do it where you are.
Yeah, somebody told me I need to get a paper from you guys.
You've got to get it cleared. If you would, go check, talk to Mr. Major before you leave. and I'm sure he can give you a clear, you gotta clear where you're doing your community service.
So I gotta find a spot first and then
Yes,
clear it?
And then
Okay.
clear it, and but he can go ahead and give you the paper, I'm sure.
Right.
But he'll have to clear it. Once he clears it, then you can do community service right where you're at.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, so we'll call the warrant. I'm gonna set you back for a review on December 22nd.
Thank you.
And that'll be at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Otis Sexton, case number CRB 24-770, CRB 24-539A.
This is State of Ohio versus Otis Sexton, CRB 24-770, CRB 24-593A. All right. All right, well, Mr. Sexton, you're making progress. You've still got a long way to go. Yeah, I know this is kind of an arraignment on a failure to appear, but I saw in the file that you had submitted documents showing that your wife was admitted to the hospital, so I will recall the warrant, and I'm going to set you back December 29th, and that'll be a review at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we have some more arraignments, but we don't have the paperwork on those yet, so we're ready for some pre-trials, and the prosecutor and the attorney will be in the courtroom. Mr. Hall?
All right. Pre-trials in the courtroom.
State of Ohio versus Trenton Singer Turner, case number TRC 25-651, A and B. Mr. Finley.
This is State of Ohio versus Trenton Turner, TRC 25-651 A and B. This is Mr. Finley's case, and it's set as a pretrial day. We're waiting on Mr. Hill to make it in the courtroom.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Finley.
Mr. Finley provided me with a VIP completion certificate. He stepped in line, Your Honor. One of the other attorneys was addressing me, and he just wanted to let you know he's acting a little bit out of order back there. But nonetheless, his client has completed this. We'd agreed to
No, I get it.
We've got a term for that around here.
Yeah, I got called that.
Anyway, we had agreed that if he completed this program, that we would be okay with recommending an amendment to a physical control. And we didn't make any specific, I don't think, agreements about what the fine or anything would be, but we'd be, I'm sure, whatever's reasonable would be okay with us.
Judge, part of this also is Mr. Singer Turner holds or held a commercial driver's license endorsement. We're going to grant ALS even though he has served that, he did serve that time already. But it's for future potential and also to get him back to the CDL here sooner than later.
The B case, the display of license plate, is that going to be, what's the state's position on that?
That's supposed to be dismissed.
We're nominating.
All right.
You do have
No, it's physical control. Section number for physical control, 194.
194, yes, sir.
And on to the amended charge, how do you wish to proceed?
You go first.
Accept your guilty plea. Enter guilty finding. It'll be a $150 fine.
He can pay all that today, Your Honor.
Oh, wait, hang on. We're gonna look at the, we get back to the fine. real quick. Okay, I will you pay the court cost. There is no driver's license suspension on this. For physical control. There'll be no probation if paid today. There's no community service on this one. And I'll do I'll go ahead and set a review, Mr. Finley, just in case it somehow doesn't get paid today, but it'll be May 4th of 2026, and then it'll be 20 days jail, all suspended, and B case will be nollied.
Okay.
That's state's request. All right, if you would, see the clerk, get that paid, and that'll complete your case here.
That's all completed, ALS disposition form, I'll bring it back to me.
All right, thank you, Mr. Finley.
State of Ohio versus Tiffany C. Brooks, case number TRC 252131, A, B, and C.
So the state of Ohio versus Tiffany Brooks, TRC 252131, A, B, and C. This is Mr. Steyer's case, and set up for trial.
Your Honor, I believe this is a urine screen. Having spoken earlier to the state, the test results aren't in. I think they may need to seek a continuance to get more time for that.
That's correct, Your Honor. We checked this morning and the results aren't available yet.
How far out do you want to go?
Well, we need to set something before November 22nd. So I would say like 2 weeks.
2 weeks out, Your Honor. I'm available the 17th and the 21st, and I'm available the 3rd and the 7th. The week of the 10th through the 14th, I have jury trials.
Let's put it on the 17th. So I'll reset this matter at the state's request for November 17th for a pre-trial hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're free to go. Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Tavares, case number CRB 25629.
So the state of Ohio versus Darrell Tavares here, CRB 25629, it's Mr. Steyer's case set as a pre-trial.
Your Honor, the state has offered to do a 90-day continuance on this matter. There's no further problems to dismiss upon payment of court costs. The initial incident is alleged to have happened on October 5th, so we could come back around January 5th. That would be optimal. Well, January 5th itself is a court date, it appears.
All right, we'll do January 5th.
Let's write that down.
Give pre-trial. Dismiss upon payment of costs if they're paid. I would allow Mr. Tavares not to appear if there's been no further problems and costs are paid in advance. then I would allow him not to appear.
Yeah. And 10 o'clock. If you need to be here that day, 10 o'clock. Thank you.
State of Ohio was Amy Moore, case number CRB 25560.
The state of Ohio, which is Amy Moore, CRB 25560. This is Mr. Stiers' case, sex work for child.
Out there, what your office is 10 days in jail, suspended, 20 hours community service, $100 fine, 2 years probation, stay out of law. Okay. Your Honor, we've had a offer from the state that Ms. Moore is prepared to accept today. The agreement would be that in exchange for a plea of guilty, the state and the defense would jointly recommend a sentence of 10 days in jail, suspended to 30 hours community service, a $100 fine, 2 years probation in order to stay out of all Walmart stores.
Okay. Was that, Ms. Moore, is that correct? Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll accept your guilty plea and enter a guilty finding. It'll be a $100 fine. I'll already pay the court costs. 10 days jail, all suspended. 2 years, level 4 probation, 30 hours community service, and in order to stay out of all schools. And you'll have a review hearing date of May 4th.
Sorry, May 4th?
May 4th of 2026 for review. Before you leave, you're going to need to seek probation.
Oh, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That review will be at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Good.
State of Ohio versus Allison Singer, case number TRC 252550, A and B.
State of Ohio versus Allison Singer, PC 2550 A and B. It's Mr. Stiers' case, sentencing for trial.
All right, just one moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, this matter is charged as a first offense OVI with a refusal. However, in the narrative, there is a statement by the officer that she attempted to give a sample and was unsuccessful. On that basis, the state has agreed that if, in exchange for a guilty plea, they would agree not to treat this matter as a refusal, which has mostly, which mostly affects in a first offense situation, obviously the driver's license suspension. Based on that, Ms. Singer is prepared to enter a guilty plea to the OVI and the driving in marked lanes. The recommended sentence would be 20 days in jail, suspended to a 3-day school, 30 hours community service, a fine at your discretion, and the 6-month operator's license suspension, and 2 years of probation at the level you deem appropriate.
Okay. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea. I'll enter a guilty finding. It'll be a $500 fine. Will you pay the court costs? 20 days jail, all suspended. There'll be a 180-day license suspension, and that will date back to the date of the offense. 30 hours community service, 2 years level 4 probation. and then you're gonna be ordered, the jail's gonna be suspended on the condition that you go to the 3-day driver intervention program. On the B case, well, I'll set your review for May the 4th, 2026, it'll be for both cases. And that'll be at 9 a.m. And on the B case, it'll be a $20 fine. And one request.
I said I could put $200 on it today.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was the question?
I told him I could put $200 on
Oh,
all of it
okay.
today.
Okay. So,
All right, you'll need to see probation before you leave today.
oh, I'm sorry, we also wanted to seek driving privileges for, do you work?
Yes, I work.
For work, community service, 3-day school, is there anything else we would need?
I do go up north to Moselle
For what?
to visit my boyfriend and his family.
They're not gonna give you for that, so,
Just prepare an entry, Mr. Steyer.
I'll do that.
We have
Thank
to
you.
execute it.
thank you. All right, don't leave until I give you that.
State of Ohio versus Erica Williams, case number CRA 25665. Your Honor, she has been picked up by Floyd County.
Okay. The State of Ohio versus Erica Williams, CRA 25665, this is Mr. Steyer's case. Was set on an extradition, and we've got confirmation she's been picked up, so the matter will be dismissed here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Robin Ball, case number CRB 25636, CRB 25637.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Robin Ball, CRB 25636, CRB 25637. This is Mr. Morford's case and set as a pretrial.
Good morning, Your Honor. What do you want to do?
No, that's just, is that
Well, they're going to come up with restitution.
Okay,
You go with that?
yeah,
I'm going to suspend jail sentence.
okay.
Just held it everywhere.
Is this suspended? Is suspended,
Yes.
restitution?
And then pay restitution. Can you live with that? We're agreeing with that. Your Honor, we're going to have a change of plea.
Okay. On both cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What plea is the client wish to enter, Mr. Morford?
Guilty.
All right. Is that correct, Ms. Ball?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept your guilty pleas and enter guilty findings. It'll be a $100 fine. I'll order you to pay the court costs. It'll be 10 days in jail, all suspended.
Your Honor, there are two separate cases. One of them she was an employee at the food fair in South Point.
Okay.
So we had something we wanted some input we wanted to give as far as sentencing, if we may.
You may.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's restitution to a food fair of $344.72, and we debated as to whether this was deserving of an imposition of jail time at this time, but we decided that she was able to make that restitution in a fairly quick way, that we wouldn't ask for her to be put in jail, but we do think that there needs to be an extra amount of community service because of this. So we would ask for a total of 90 days, which would be 60 on the food fair and then 30 more on the Walmart theft.
Okay. Mr. Morford, anything to say about that?
No, Judge. We're okay.
Which case passes the restitution?
That's what I'm just
636
Okay.
to South Point Food Fair.
All right, we're on. On that case, it will also be a $100 fine for the court costs. 10 days jail, all suspended. It'll be restitution in the amount of $344.72 food fare. It'll be 60 hours community service. Two years level 4 probation. On the 637 case. All right, we've already, be 30 hours community service on this case as well. And 1 year, or 2 years level 4 probation. And then there'll be a review hearing on both cases for May the 4th, 2026. And that review will be at 9 a.m. Ms. Ball, you're going to need to seek probation before you leave today.
Okay. Okay.
Not 10.
Okay, I gotta write down all the stuff.
I'm sorry?
I need to write down everything that's, you know.
Right down one.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Receive probation.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus David L. Lane, case number CRB 25683. Your Honor, this is Lane.
State of Ohio versus David Lane, Lamp, CRB 25683. All right, Mr. Lamp is present. And is being handed a copy of his charges.
Thank you.
Mr. Lamp, it's alleged that on or about September 30th, 2025, you did, while under the influence of alcohol, drug abuse, or drug abuse, carry or use a firearm or dangerous ordinance in violation of section 292315 of the Ohio Revised Code. That's using weapons while intoxicated. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty on that is up to 180 days in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plea?
Not guilty.
All right, I'll accept your not guilty plea. Are you working currently?
Yeah.
All right, do you have the money to hire an attorney?
Not really.
Okay, how much, are you paid hourly?
Yeah.
How much do you make per hour?
$10 an hour.
How many hours a week do you get?
About 30.
You're going to qualify for appointed counsel. I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. I'll let you sign a $1,000 signature bond. You're going to have to go to the Lawrence County Jail to get fingerprinted. Mr. Morford, when would you want to come back?
Give us time to serve discovery, Your Honor, please.
Okay.
Other than that, we're at your convenience.
How about December 1st?
I'm free then.
All right. I'll set a pre-trial for December 1st at 10 a.m.
I'll get paper, sign this, and put your name under it. Tell them.
What's the next date, Your Honor?
December 1st, 10 a.m.
Give me a call.
Okay.
Don't leave.
State of Ohio versus Chris Cranston Distaki, case number CRA 25674 A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Chris Stostaki, CRA 25674 A and B. This was originally Mr. Roger Smith's case, however, Mr. Roger Smith could not take this appointment. And so I had previously spoken with and appointed Mr. Steyer to represent Mr. Stostaki. We could have Mr. Steyer in the courtroom. Sir, you are from the Attorney General's office?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. My name is Eric Spitzer.
I've got Mr. Spitzer here on behalf of the state of Ohio from the Ohio Attorney General's office.
Is this Mr. Distaki?
Yes.
Not met him. Give me just a second to speak to him.
You may.
All right, Your Honor, I've discussed the matter with Mr. Stostaki. I'm assuming the Attorney General's position at this point would be that you'd like to have a waiver of preliminary hearing?
Yeah, that's fine. I knew that there were kind of one of two options, either a waiver or if he wanted to wait for it to be dismissed and refiled at a later date, but waiver is certainly fine.
Well, he's posted bond, so we'd like to maintain the bond, and for that reason, we'd like to have a waiver. And I'm going to, depending on which of the two judges we end up in front of, this could make a difference. I'm going to ask that you agree that if he appears pursuant to a summons at Collin Police Court, that you will at least recommend that his bond continue.
Certainly, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Stostaki, is that correct? You want to waive your right to a preliminary hearing? Yes, Your Honor. To the grand jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We need a waiver form.
Waiver of preliminary hearing. Oh, you guys have it, okay.
Would you sign your name here? I'll give you a fresh one in a moment. Thank you. Sign your name right here, sir. Just sign that too.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unless they need you to.
All right. Based, we're going to have to redo this. You got an error. Look under state of Ohio. I don't think we want that on there.
Yeah, that's the problem, because it's in the tail.
We're going to have to re-sign that.
That's fine.
Do you want to step out after?
Not sure how that appeared on there, but.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's in the form, I think. It's not something that should.
So there's these ones already signed.
So that's a new one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious, what was the?
It just had,
It had the name of under state of Ohio, it's the state of Ohio, and it had the name of one of our assistant prosecutors. So I was like, well, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
you want official list where it's changed.
All right, I'm going to find that Mr. Stockie has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to a preliminary hearing. This matter is going to be bound over to the grand jury at this time for further consideration. Mr. Stockie, it's important, make sure you get Mr. Steyer's contact information before you leave. It's going to be important for you to stay in touch with him. As of now, the state's recommended that if all things stay the same, that they're going to, and you appear via summons, that they're going to at least recommend that your bond remain in place at the same level it is. Now, I will tell you, there's no guarantee that the judge at the other court will do that, but it certainly increases the likelihood of that whenever it's recommended by the parties. So make sure you stay in touch with your attorney, and if there is an indictment on it, make sure you stay in touch and appear via that summons.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This matter is going to go to the grand jury for further consideration.
Thank you for your okay?
Thank you.
State of Ohio, call blanket.
Thank you, Mr. Spitzer.
Case number CRD 25-610, CRC 25-2499, A, B, and C. Mr. Morford.
All right, this is State of Ohio, Mr. Paul Blankenship, CRB 25-610, TRC 25-2499. Mr. Morford's case set for approval.
Approach, Your Honor.
You may. Is there? That's unusual. Test score 0. Yeah, I was going to say he's alleged alcohol. I just saw zeros. That's unusual. Well, the offer's the offer. You know. I take no position on that, but it's just an unusual. Well, I don't know that. I mean, that's also you're right, Mr. Morford, but I mean, I don't know what it would be that you're looking to suppress, but I guess we can get that and get a motion. Okay. All right. Mr. Morford, based upon our conversation here at the bench, my understanding, you want some more time with this case?
Yes, Judge, I'd like to take a little closer look at it and have Mr. Blankenship come into the office and go over this with me.
I think we set another case for you December 1st, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's set this back for a pretrial on December 1st.
December 1st. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Morford.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Daniel or denial vote, case number 25 TRC 2163.
The State of Ohio versus Daniel Bowen, TRC 25-2163, A, B, C, and D. The Morford's case set
Have you much? Judge, we're going to have to ask for continuance because we haven't got a response to discovery yet.
This is the second, third.
Mr. Hill, how long do you need to answer discovery in this matter? If I set it for, let me ask, probably better ask it this way. If I set it for December 1st, would you have plenty of time to do it?
No question. It may be actually ready today. I know that in our office, we're having some computer problems, so I'm sure that my assistant is back there scrambling as hard as she can right now, but she may have that stuff ready.
Okay. Well, at defendant's request, this matter will be continued to December 1st. 10 a.m. for a pre-trial.
State of Ohio versus Beth Igo, case number CRB 25644.
Ms. Mitchell?
So the state of Ohio versus Beth Igo, CRB 25644. Mr. Morford's case says to be tried.
He has it.
That's just a FYI. Children's Services Division came in and investigated and didn't substantiate any problems. And I think Mr. Hill's going to have a motion for you.
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, I asked Children's Services what the outcome of their investigation was, and they indicated to me that they had no concerns whatsoever about the situation, that probably the best way to describe it is it got kind of blown out of proportion as to what actually happened. So we can go ahead and nolly the case today.
All right, this matter will be nolly at state's request.
State of Ohio versus Alex McDonald, case number CRB 25653, CRB 25463.
The state of Ohio versus Alex McDonald, CRB 25653, CRB 25463. It looks like the 463 case is set for pretrial in Mr. Morford's case. However, there's a new charge that we need to arraign Mr. McDonald on. Mr. Morford, are you wishing to do the formal arraignment, or do you wish to waive on?
We waive reading, Judge.
Find that Mr. Morford has waived reading of the complaint. You waive the penalties associated with that, and you're going to advise Mr. McDonald and such?
Yes, Judge.
All right, and I'll enter a not guilty plea based upon that, and I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Morford. I'll allow him to sign a $1,000 signature bond on the new charge. He'll need to go to the jail to get fingerprinted on this charge as well.
Criminal damaging.
What's the case number on the new charge, Your Honor?
25653.
Judge, I'd like to continue the case that was pending and set them both for a pretrial December 1st, if that's good with your calendar.
That works, Mr. Morford. I'm going to set them both for pre-trials on December 1st. All right, it'll be December 1st for pre-trial, 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Morford.
State of Ohio versus Danville Cook, case number CRA 25623, CRA 25624.
So the state of Ohio versus Angela Pruitt, CRA 25-6.3, CRA 25-6.4. This is Mr. Morford's case.
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may. Good report, Ms. Pruitt.
Thank you. She's doing very well. This is exactly where I needed to be. I appreciate the chance to go. And Bethesda is an amazing place, and it's exactly where I needed to be. I've been clean since 2015, and this is my first relapse, and I needed this.
I recall, I believe, when you came in, you were looking a lot better today than you were that day.
I feel a lot better, and I've already got some things accomplished, and I get my driver's license tomorrow, I got my permit, so, yeah. I feel really good about this program, and I love Bethesda. It's an amazing place.
I didn't hire to say that.
Not at all. That's all me.
Mary Ellen did.
And Mr. Morford, Mr. Hill, where are we headed from here?
Well, we just want to keep the smiles going and the progress. So sometimes bad things happen and it turns out to be a good thing. So we are looking primarily for her continued recovery, and the charge itself is something that we don't intend for it to leave this court.
Okay.
If that is enough of an indication at this time.
It would be. Well, I'm going to set this back December 1st for a pre-trial and preliminary hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Pruitt, keep up the work.
Absolutely.
State of Ohio versus Shane Sellers, case number CRV 25-186, CRV 25-189.
State of Ohio versus Shane Soward, CRV 25-186, CRV 25-255. This is Mr. Morford's case, set as pre-trial.
The judge didn't see it.
I'm sorry?
The judge didn't see that.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good report.
Good deal. Your wife says she's miserable. Stay the course, Judge.
Let's do December 1st.
December 1st.
So pre-trial at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Work it out.
State of Ohio versus Calvin Thomas, case number CRB 25276.
Calvin Thomas. The State of Ohio versus Calvin Thomas, CRB 25276. This is Mr. Norfolk's case. Status pre-trial.
How you doing?
Still a professor.
I'm already done with it.
You graduated?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, sign this right here, so I get paid.
Yes, and then he was referred to NECO. What if he's still treating at NECO? That would be enough for us, just to make sure that he's there.
Are you still treating NECO?
They ain't treating me.
I'm sorry?
They're not treating me.
They what?
They ain't treating me.
They are?
No, they ain't.
Did you go there first?
No. You want to put help me, like, my house and stuff, but they can't contact me or nothing.
Your Honor, he completed Bethesda, and we had referred him to a social worker in order to help with housing and some things that he needed to get in order to have a different life. I'm not for sure why I didn't contact him, but I would like to follow up with that.
If you
because it
could-
is a service that he needs.
If you could just let us find out what's going on there, and we just want to know that they're going to assist him. Could you do that, Taylor?
I can, I'll take care of it today.
Is that all right, Judge, if we recall this?
Yeah.
Do you have time to do it
Later in
later?
the docket.
They were just going to help him to get some stuff set up. I just wanted to get it.
Thank you, Counsel.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Mr. Thomas, we're going to recall this. You'll need to wait here in the back of the courtroom.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Harper, case number CRB 25672.
This is State of Ohio versus Christopher Harper, CRB 25672. Mr. Harper's present, and got a note that he's going to hire his own attorney. This matter set as a pretrial. Had an opportunity to hire an attorney.
That was before I got laid off from my job.
Okay, so you're not working now?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Moore to be representative.
I'm really hoping I could just pay my restitution and my fines today and go back to Louisiana.
I think we can do that, Your Honor, if it's okay with the court. We got a restitution figure.
Okay.
The last time Mr. Harper was here, we didn't have complete information about who the owner of the property was. But since then, we learned that it's Carlos Ortiz and the Casa Grande people. And the property, there was some damage in an amount of $200 that we would be asking for restitution. And then the court costs, we would ask for a plea of guilty to the criminal damaging and 5 days of jail suspended and no probation, allow Mr. Harper to go on his way back to Louisiana.
Mr. Morford?
I believe we have an agreement, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Harper, what plea do you want to enter to the criminal damaging?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and your guilty finding. It'll be a $25 fine, or you pay the court costs. 5 days jail, all suspended. Going to be a review hearing date on May 4th, 2026 at 9 a.m. You're going to pay everything today?
Yes, sir.
That will cancel out and your case will be completed at that time.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be $200 restitution to be paid to Carlos Ortiz.
Disregard if you pay that on.
I'm about to go handle that right now.
Okay.
TIZ. And it'll be 2 years level 5 probation, which once it's paid, level 5 is non-reporting.
Okay.
So, once it's paid, that will cancel out and close the case. So you have to pay that restitution to the clerk here.
I have to go get like a cashier check or, can I just cash?
You've got cash, I think they can do that. They'll give you a receipt.
I'd have to find an ATM.
You're familiar with Chesapeake. There's two there. There's one in the plaza and then there's one at US Bank.
All right, appreciate you, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna, like I said, set the review for May the 4th of 26 at 9 a.m., but if you paid everything, that will then complete your case.
I appreciate you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Hardwick, case number CRA 25663. Your Honor, he has been picked up by the state of Kentucky.
All right, State of Ohio versus Joseph Hardwick, CRA 25663. We've received confirmation he was picked up. This matter here will be dismissed at this time.
State of Ohio versus Jessica Morrison, case number CRA 25664. Your Honor, she has been picked up by the county.
I'm right here.
At least that's what I was told, but anyway.
Well, she may have been picked up by Meigs County.
Yeah,
I
was picked up and then I bonded out.
Okay. So this is State of Ohio versus Jessica Morrison, CRA 25664. I'll find where she's, for the information that we were given, was picked up, or at least was transported to Meigs County. And based upon that and the information that I was just provided, the matter will be dismissed here. So you won't have anything further pending here, just begin with Meigs County from here on out.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Morrison.
State of Ohio versus Aristides Alexandropoulos, case number 25690.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Aristides Alexandropoulos. How bad was that?
It was okay.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Mr. Andropoulos is being handed a copy of his charge here. This matter set as an arraignment. Mr. Alexandropoulos, it's alleged that on or about October 26, 2025 in Union Township, that you did transport or had a loaded handgun in a motor vehicle, and at the time of the transportation or possession, you were under the influence of alcohol, drug abuse, or a combination of them. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 29.316B1, improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle. That's a felony of the 5th degree. Felonies of the 5th degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 1 year in prison and up to a $2,500 fine. Also alleged that on or about October 26, 2025 in Union Township, that you were operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drug abuse or a combination thereof. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 4511-19A1A. That is operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated. That is a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty on that is up to 180 days in jail, up to a $1,375 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. Minimum penalty on that is up to, a 3 days in a driver intervention program or 3 days in jail, a $575 fine, and up to a 1-year license suspension. And then you've also been charged with failure to wear a safety belt. That's a minor misdemeanor. Statutory penalty is a $30 fine and court costs, and driving in marked lanes, which is a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is up to a $150 fine and court costs. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
I will accept your not guilty plea. Looks like you've already been bonded by Mr. Sauer, so I'll continue the bond. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, do you plan on hiring an attorney?
Yes, sir.
How long do you think you'll need to do that?
Today.
Yeah, all right, so it looks like this was a yearling screen, Mr. Field, so how far out do you want to?
Well, I don't want to go too far out, maybe a month or a month and a half.
Let's do November 24th. And that'll be a pretrial at 10 a.m. Presume where you were bonded out, you went to the jail at least.
Say that again, sir.
When you were bonded, I assume where you were bonded out that they took you to the jail?
Yeah.
Okay, then you've already been fingerprinted.
Yep.
All right, so we'll see you back on November 24th for a pretrial at 10 a.m. If your attorney needs to move that, they can certainly do so. So just stay in contact with your attorney, but if you either don't hire someone by that time, or they don't pay you otherwise, then you can move on that day.
Yes, sir. What time was that again?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
State of Ohio versus Bobby Adams, case number CRB 25615. Your Honor, this is Mr. Stratton's case. I don't know if he's asked somebody to stand in for him or it's not on Zoom. I'm not sure.
Mr. Morford, did Mr. Stratton talk to you about standing in on this?
He did not, but I'll be happy to stand up, Judge.
Okay. This is State of Ohio versus Bobby Adams, CRB 25615. It's Mr. Stratton's case, and I know Mr. Stratton couldn't be here today per conversations on Friday, and so it's set as a pre-trial. Discovery has been filed. Right. Mr. Heel, anything that we need to be particularly aware of on this case, or just want to reset it for another date when Mr. Stratton may be here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
thank you. We are, apparently there was a recorded interview, and we're going to get the copy of that. But in the meantime, we're okay with continuing it for not too distant future. This is an M3, so we don't have a whole lot of time.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set this for November 21st at 10 a.m. At that time, and then we'll wait and see. Mr. Stratton needs to move that. He can file. I don't have his calendar in front of me. He can always file to move that if need be. So it'll be November 21st at 10 a.m. this afternoon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Allison Hasari, case number CRB 25626.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Al-Hassani Asar, CRB 25626. This is Mr. Steyer's case.
Is that him on the video?
It is.
Okay.
And instead of the pretrial
Physical progress report, but he's doing well.
Okay, we don't have a physical progress report today, but we've got a verbal report here.
Your Honor, he's been with us for a few weeks now. He was coming from sober living environment prior to enrolling in services with us. So he's compliant right now. He's clean on his drug screens. We're just trying to get a plan in place from where we go from here.
We also had Rule 4 from Circleville. Was that taken care of?
Not yet. No, it's not been taken care of yet.
Okay,
We'll
he's
address
taken
it.
up there. So we'd like to ask to set this out a little further, let him get a little bit more time under his belt, and go from there if we could, Your Honor.
Okay. When would you like to come back, Mr. Steyer?
All right, what sort of a time frame do you think would be appropriate?
I think with this one, we could probably get into December.
Then I've got,
12th, I think was when we set your last one.
yeah, the 12th is available.
Your Honor, this is an assault case, and we, one of the things we want to make sure of, we don't have an issue with restitution, first of all, but also we want to be able to consult with the victim. So December 12th is fine, but we're still addressing the issue of how to go forward with the assault case.
Sure. And if I recall correctly, there was some factually, potentially some strange facts with this, if I recall correctly, from the arraignment. So I think it's appropriate to go out, give all the parties enough time to figure out where this thing's headed. So we're going to come back December 12th at 10 a.m. for a pretrial in the matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
We'll start hammering and getting to address that.
What's the date, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
December 12th.
Your Honor, we're ready to call some inmates that are back in home.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Samuel S. Bays, case number CRA 25371 A and B. Back in Holden, Mr. Major will have Mr. Hall, we have
All right, sir, you Mr. Bays? All right. Mr. Bays, this is State of Ohio versus Samuel Bays, CRA 25371 A and B. In the A case, Mr. Bays, it's alleged on or about May 25th, 2025, you did by force, stealth, or deception trespassed in an occupied structure or in a separately secured or separately occupied portion of an occupied structure with the purpose to commit in the structure or in the separately secured or separately occupied portion of the structure any criminal offense. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2911.1283. That is burglary. It's a felony of the third degree. Felonies of the third degree in Ohio carry a maximum penalty of up to 3 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. In the B case, it's alleged that on or about June 8th in Rome Township, you did by force, stealth, or deception trespass in an occupied structure or a separately secured or separately occupied portion of an occupied structure with the purpose to commit in the structure or in the separately secured or separately occupied portion of the structure any criminal offense in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2911.1283. That is also burglary, felony of the third degree. Felonies of the third degree carry maximum penalty of up to 3 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Do you have money to hire an attorney? Are you working? All right. I'll appoint attorney Luke Steyer to represent you. Well, you may want to direct that to your attorney, Mr. Heel, matter of bond.
State would ask for a $15,000 cash surety bond.
All right. I'm going to set bond at $15,000 cash as surety at this time.
I didn't hear the bond recommendation.
Bond recommendation was $15,000 cash as surety. I'm going to set that for now and give you an opportunity to speak with him.
Or I'll speak to him and maybe ask this back to recall.
Okay. Let's go ahead and set a preliminary hearing date at this point. When did he come into the jail?
I'll play this.
Samuel Bays was booked on the 25th.
When did you come into the custody of?
The Saturday, 25th.
Yeah, it was booked on 25th.
All right. So let's set a preliminary hearing. Mr. Starr, you here Monday? Next Monday, the 3rd?
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna set a preliminary hearing for November 3rd at 10 a.m. And Mr. Starr, I'll give you a copy of the file at this point. All right, thank you. You can always have to recall if need be.
State of Ohio versus Heather Gilpin, case number CRA 25441, CRB 25442, A and B. Your Honor, this is Mr. Morford's case. He probably doesn't know about it.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Heather Gilpin, CRA 25441, CRB 25442, A and B. This was originally Mr. Morford's case. Looks like Mr. Morford, you likely weren't aware of this today. The allegation would be that it was set for a preliminary hearing on August 1st of 2025. Ms. Gilpin went to treatment at Bethesda and left, the allegation is she had left treatment on July 22nd. And a bench warrant was issued and she was picked up on that. We'll recall this one later. Yes.
State of Ohio versus Justin Lambert, case number TRC 252743, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Justin Lambert, TRC 252743, A and B. Mr. Lambert is alleged that on or about October 26, 2025 in Fayette Township, that you were operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drug abuse or a combination thereof. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 4511-19A1A. That is a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalties up to 180 days in jail and up to a minimum, or excuse me, up to a $1,375 fine and up to a 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty on that is up to 3 days in jail or 3 days in a DIP school, driver intervention program, a $575 fine, and a 1-year license suspension. On the B case, it's alleged that you were operating a motor vehicle on a suspended driver's license on the same date and time. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 451011. That is an unclassified misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is up to a $1,000 fine and up to 500 hours of community service. How do you wish to plea?
No contest.
So a no contest plea means you're not admitting that you committed the allegations that are contained herein, but you're not contesting them either. And then if I think the state would have enough evidence, I can enter a guilty finding on for you. Is that what you want to do? Okay.
Not guilty.
All right, so you want to enter not guilty plea. I'll accept your not guilty plea. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
No.
Are you working currently?
No.
I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you.
What back in the back.
Yeah, you don't have to get him out here at this point. Yeah, you don't have to get Mr. Morford out, we'll just let him know. Mr. Hill, on the matter of bond, I was looking at I don't know if you want to be heard on the matter of bond, I was reading through the personal contact portion of the narrative.
And I haven't read that yet, Your Honor, but the court may not be aware that he has a pending charge for which a bench warrant was issued back in September.
Court is not aware, doesn't have that file.
That's 24 CRB 652. It's a fourth degree misdemeanor domestic violence.
Okay. We'll also call that CRB 24652.
Mr. Hall, you need to find that file.
Present time, I'm going to set bond at 5,000 cash surety.
652. Yeah.
And I'm going to let Mr. Morford come talk to you after he's in the file, and then we'll consider where we're headed from there. Mr. Morford, this is Mr. Lambert. He has he's been incarcerated on a warrant for a prior case for failure to appear, and he has new charges of OVI and driving under suspended license. I've set bond currently at 5,000 cash surety. I'll let you have an opportunity to review the file, and we'll have a call later in the docket.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mitchell.
State of Ohio versus Cade Arcade Lewis, case number CRA 25688.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Cade Lewis, CRA 25688. This matter is set here today. Mr. Lewis, it looks like there's a warrant for your arrest for reentry supervision violations through the Kentucky Parole Board. So you have the right to have the state hold a hearing on that matter to determine whether or not you are the Cade Lewis that they're looking for there. That would not happen today. I would give the state time to get the things that they need to do so. And during that time frame, we would come back on another day. Now, if you have the right as well, if you wish to say, hey, I'm the Cade Lewis they're looking for, you can waive that right to extradition, and if you do, I'll give them about a week to come get you. If they don't come get you during that time frame, we'll set you back here that morning, and unless they have a good reason why they didn't come get you, then you would likely be released at that time. But I would not be on this instance be inclined to grant a bond on this one. So you have the right to have an attorney for this if you wish. And I see you shaking your head no, but we're recording all this.
Well,
I
am the Cade Lewis that's wanted, so
okay.
There's no point in fighting it or trying to get around it. But I could.
So then I presume, based upon what you're saying, you're asking to waive extradition.
Yeah.
All right. There's a form for you to sign here. Find that Mr. Lewis has, find Mr. Lewis has knowingly and intelligently waived his right to extradition. I'm going to set this back on our docket on November 3rd at 10 a.m. I'm going to give Kentucky until that time, until November 3rd at 10 a.m. to pick Mr. Lewis up. And we'll have it on here at the docket in case they don't pick you up, and then we'll take it up at that time. So, thank you, Mr. Lewis. Good luck.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Coster, case number CRA 25587 and CRA 25531 A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Coster, CRA 25587. And there's also CRA 25531 A and B, which is Mr. Roger Smith's case. Mr. Roger Smith is not going to be here today. Should call this just a little bit later in the docket, once we have an attorney that can maybe stand up with Mr. Coster on this. So we're going to have you back out here shortly. All right, well, the court's going to have to take a brief recess to allow the backlog with the attorneys to clear up, because all the remaining cases are their cases and they're meeting with people in jail at this point. So we'll take a brief, probably 10-minute break, and then we'll come back out. Court's in recess.
I'll have to be at least 5 more times. Not during sessions. Happy when you get home. It is.
gonna be all right.
That's what happens when you don't have enough attorneys.
This is just preview of things to come.
Yeah.
Mr. Healy. Did you ever hear from Claude? Did you hear from Claude about Kenny English?
Well, he's supposed to be here today.
Yeah, he got summoned, but I don't see him. He said he was gonna come and talk to you, but I haven't seen him.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
I know he said he got the summons because he told me he got one, but
And my understanding is he wants it pursued, so if he wants it pursued, he's got to be here.
I thought he was gonna, he said he was gonna drop it, but
Oh, well. I hear different things on different days.
yeah. Who knows?
This is so good. It is so good, but we talked about it for an entirely long day. We both watched it, and it was so good. It was so good. It was. It was so good. You should go today.
I'm having hair center today. I have birthday nose.
I can't even stand you a little bit. Oh my God, it's in my mouth. It's so good. It's like the book of Chesapeake. It's wonderful. So I can't. It's like, it's like, it's like a good thing. I don't even understand.
I have salad.
Not yet. The case is gonna be recalled. Just sit down and wait till they call you again.
I'm tired.
We all are.
We are all tired. Well, now we have the baby now. Who said that? Did you call? No, I only got called. Oh. I love her. I miss her.
Calvin Thomas. Calvin.
at all.
Oh, that's good.
I know it's good, I'm sure it's good.
There's some that's I'll put on top of your briefcase if you don't want to see
I'll
it.
come in here right now. I don't want to snack on it.
Did real good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm right. Treats going to see what else is in this.
Orange County Municipal Court is now back in session.
All right, we're back on the record. October 27, 2025, criminal docket for the Orange County Municipal Court.
State of Ohio versus Lauren Onion, who's back in holding. Case number TRC 14-1356 A, B, and C, CRA 14-398, CRB 14-400, A, B, and C.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus the Lauren Onion, CRA 14-398, CRB 14-400, A, B, and C. Looks like at one point, this might have been Mr. Steyer's case, but however, he doesn't need to be in the courtroom on this. This is set for review. Mr. Grenier, it's alleged that on or about, looks like March 17th of 2017, that he failed to appear for a review hearing. He admitted tonight he failed to appear for a review hearing. Okay. Well, what happens when you fail to appear is you get a warrant. And when were you picked up? Okay, so you've been in jail one day? Yes. 2 days. Okay. Well, I'll find you in contempt for failing to appear for your review hearing. I will sentence you to 2 days in jail. I'll give you credit for 2 days served, and you'll be released today. I'm going to set you a new review hearing. Looked like at least up until that point you were doing what you need to do. You owe $280 on this case. You can work it off on community service. Get that paid, get it worked off, and the case is closed. Otherwise, I'm going to be forced to convert it to jail time and close it that way. So I presume you'd rather not do that. All right, I'll set you another review date. I'm not going to go too far out in the future on this one. November 10th. And that'll be a review at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. And I want to see some progress made on getting this taken care of, whether it's paid or whether you make a payment or whether you start doing some community service. But I want to see some progress between now and then. You understand? All right. November 10th, 9 a.m.
State of Ohio versus Kenny Ingalls. Case number CRA 25-487 A and B, CRC 24-2136 A and B, CRA 24-662, CRB 24-663, CRB 24-546, CRB 19-847, CRA 18-517.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Kenny Ingalls, CRA 25-487 A and B.
Your Honor, I've spoken to Mr. Ingalls, I've spoken to Ms. Saul from Regal Recovery, which is where he was most recently in treatment. They have held his bed, so if we're able to figure out whether he's out of custody today, he can return to inpatient treatment.
He's on his way.
Mr. Heel, what are your thoughts on this? Looks like there's some, I don't obviously don't know the facts of these, but there's some.
There's an F1 that's pending, and then I think everything else is post-conviction.
Looks like
a number of post-conviction cases that have community service and fines we work on.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of old cases that I don't see that he's really done anything on.
Well, he's done some fairly recently, because after he was invited with Regal, he came in and did community service. I haven't been noted yet, but I think Mr. Cooper confirmed that last time we were here.
Yeah, it looks like 6 hours, and he made a couple of payments on one payment and 6 hours of community service.
It's our intention, Your Honor, to send the burglary charge to the grand jury today. And it's not noon yet. We've got a witness coming in case we have to have a preliminary hearing. But we would agree that it would be okay for Mr. Ingalls to go back to treatment today if he were to waive his right to a preliminary hearing and just move things along.
We're willing to do that on the old case, on the new case, and then the old cases, we would actually just have set out, maybe return to the review docket so that he can try to make progress on those again.
Okay. All right, is that what you want to do, Mr. Ingalls?
Yes, sir, I'm making great progress through, I'm able to pay my funds and do the community service. With the best thing for me.
All right.
I want to graduate from the judge at one time, back in year 6.
I'm trying to figure out which one.
CRA 25487.
I don't even have that one on my list. Anyway.
That's the name. That's the name of the city. So it's right here.
John Jackson.
John from Manning. We don't have a representative from Regal here. We don't use them a whole lot. I would suggest maybe him go back to somebody that's got a representative here that's here constantly.
All right. See a hand up back there? I don't really care where he goes, quite frankly, but I would much rather have someone that I can deal with that's here, so, and that way I can make sure I have to get a report, so.
Really? Is there
I presume you're gonna have to do I presume you're gonna have to do an assessment.
Yep. I'll do the assessment, y'all don't have to call.
All right. That would be the intent, Mr. Ingalls, is that if you go back into treatment, we'll allow you to leave and back on the new
State of Ohio versus Anthony Riffle, case number CRB 25691.
All right, sir, you Mr. Anthony Riffle?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Riffle, it's alleged that on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, that you did with purpose to deprive Walmart, the owner of property or services, knowingly obtain or exert control over said property or services, to wit, miscellaneous merchandise without the consent of the owner or person authorized to give consent. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code, Section 291302A1. Theft, that's a misdemeanor in the first degree. Misdemeanors in the first degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead?
Your Honor, I'm not entirely sure. I was there.
That I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
No, sir. No, actually, I don't. I was also going to request a cognizance bond, so I would leave the job and all my stuff.
Are you working currently?
Yes, sir. I'm full-time employed at Ryan Roofing in Ashland, Kentucky.
Okay. Are you paid hourly?
Yes, sir.
All right. How much do you get paid per hour?
$23.
Okay. How many hours a week do you get?
Depending on the weather, I know the weather's supposed to be kind of bad this week, but we try to get it, roofing's just a little independent job, so.
Okay. Do you have any dependents?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, you don't qualify for appointed counsel. You make too much money.
Okay.
So you have to hire your own.
Okay.
Mr. Keel, any thoughts as to the matter of bond? I think I would like to have Mr. Riffle drug screen.
We would ask for a $5,000 cash or surety bond.
There's no possible way I can pay that.
Well, I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash surety presently. Now, what I'm going to do, Mr. Riffle, is I'm going to have you drug screened.
Yes, sir.
And is there going to be, and I'm going to preface this before I say it.
I can tell you right now, Your Honor, the only thing that's going to be in my ear on prescribed suboxone.
Okay. If you're being honest with me, I would be inclined to give you a better bond. If the drug screen comes back and it's different than that, the bond, it will either remain or it may get a little worse. So I'll give you that opportunity if you're honest, and I won't hold it against you if you're honest with me. Okay.
And I have absolutely no way to pay any kind of bond right now. Like, I have my family, I just moved down to this area a few months back, got this job, I'm trying to find an apartment. Like, I have no way to pay any kind of bond right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to lose my car sit at Walmart, I'll end up losing my car, I'll end up losing all my possessions, I'll lose my job.
Well, we'll discuss that again after your screen.
Yes, sir.
So can we get Mr. Riffle's screen and we'll call him here a little bit later in the document?
And I have a suggestion, Your Honor. I don't know if it's appropriate at this time, but I would make an offer to Mr. Riffle to try to resolve this today, if that's okay with the court.
Yes, sir.
You can make the offer, but I would still want to see the drug screen.
Well, it would involve the drug screen.
Okay.
But he's been in jail since the 25th, so 2 days in jail already. If he were to plead guilty and agree to a drug screen and then disposition based on what happens as far as the drug screen, but we would ask that the remainder of a jail sentence be deferred and give him credit for the 2 days and let him out and let him do treatment. Now, the one thing about it is, I guess if the treatment provider said he needed to go directly to residential treatment, then that might not be something he'd be willing to do, but probably would be for his best interest, or it might be outpatient, or it may not be anything. But that would be our recommendation, about 60 days in jail suspended and some community service and the drug screen.
Would I be released today?
Well, Mr. Riffle, that's going to depend upon your screen and whether the court goes along with that. So I want to see what's in the screen before I commit to doing that. So we're going to recall you later in the docket. You've heard now what the state's going to offer, so that may be able to be resolved today, but I want you to have the benefit of knowing, and for myself to have the benefit of knowing what the drug screen's going to show.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we'll have you back on your
State of Ohio versus Samuel S. Bays, case number CRA 25371 A and D, on a recall.
This is State of Ohio versus Samuel Bays, CRA 25371 A and B, Mr. Steyer's case, and we recall it, I presume, for the matter of law.
Well, it's my understanding the state may have not.
Remind me, Mr. Steyer.
You said you were in office in the grand jury.
Okay. He's got other things.
Here?
Somewhere.
He's in West Virginia. He's on home confinement in West Virginia.
Okay. And I'm taking Mr. Steyer's word for that. I have no reason to believe he wouldn't be truthful.
I'm taking Mr. Bays' word and Mr. Millar's word.
So regardless, I believe our probably the approach we would take is to nolly the charges to the grand jury, and then when he is finished with his obligations in West Virginia, or he can address those cases in Lawrence County.
Does he have a holder from West Virginia?
The bottom of our notes say that he does have a Campbell County holder.
Okay. So this would make him available, yeah, kind of pick up.
All right, so at the state's request, this matter's going to be nollied to the grand jury, these matters.
All right, thank you. So you're available for your, does there be an extradition on that? Is our holder in place? Just in case, could we waive extradition?
I would be willing to go ahead and do that if that's what he wishes to do.
Yeah, that way West Virginia can immediately come pick him up. If you want to, but I would suggest you not look at your, because anything you say can be used against you.
I'm looking for sir, and West Virginia is well aware of. They gave me contracts to know that I had to come over and take care of this. And from what I know, is when I logged down, I was able to be OR'd out, whatever. The high pressure would come and pick me up, and I could go serve my house right now.
That's correct, Your Honor. That's what that's on the
Well, the issue is, since it's another state, they may have to come pick you up. They have to come pick you up. You have the right to say, oh, that's not me.
Oh, no, that's not.
That's topical. We're going to waive that so that if they want to, is that the way that's not? We're offering to waive that so that you can just go ahead and come get it.
Thank you.
That way we don't come back here in a week and then find out that they didn't come get you because we didn't do a waiver. So we just got to handle that today. It'll speed things along for you.
That's what I was.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Still not here.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to put it on Mr. Steyer for November the 3rd, but presumably they will pick him up. It'll just be to see if they picked him up. He's got to sign the waiver. We got to do a waiver.
I don't have the waiver.
Right.
I just have the injury. I'm sorry.
We need a waiver of extradition.
The waiver is on the, what is that? Yeah, no, it's on your desk.
Yeah. I don't know.
We are nulling.
Nolly.
Yes, they're nulling the cases, but then there's a matter of whether or not he's to be picked up. Actually, Mr. Hall, would you go and see if they've got a waiver that they can print in there? I don't know that they can come up with it. Yeah, I don't think the waiver. Let's recall this here. Oh, we got it. That's preliminary hearing.
Oh, yeah.
We get this right on this extradition. I don't think we need specific forms saying we're going to try extradition.
We use bond entry.
Well, we just take that, take preliminary hearing out right in extradition. Well, that's what we're doing.
We can't use that.
Okay. I'll go by form.
Okay. We will recall this in a few minutes, Mr. Davis. We're going to do a form on it, so you can sign your extradition. Mr. Steiger's going to take care of that, and we'll call you right back. I appreciate it. No problem. Thank you. Be on. There's a case going to technically for it, and then without the yeah, it's just an unusual circumstance.
We're going to do a new case number on this?
We just need to wait.
Oh, no, she's got one. Okay. I'll get it then.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Foster, case number CRA 25587, CRA 25539 A and B. Mr. Steyer is standing in for Mr. Smith.
set Mr. Steyer out.
We're going to put the base line.
Yeah, well, not yet, we gotta recall him back out when he's not for or something.
Oh, this is the one that, this is Mr.
Yes.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Coster, CRA 25587, CRA 25531 A and B. This is Mr. Smith's case, Mr. Roger Smith's case. We're set, there's an extradition, and we're also set for a preliminary hearing and a pretrial on an unauthorized use F5, 2F5 unauthorized use of a motor.
Do you want to just hold the extradition?
And the extradition is on a probation violation out of Kentucky.
Well, Your Honor, the state has indicated that they're interested in keeping the felonies here with treatment. However, that leaves the extradition matter to be dealt with. So I don't know if we want to leave the extradition matter pending, or if we would want to go ahead and waive the extradition, give him an OR bond on the other matters, and have him come back here when the extradition's dealt with.
Because here's kind of the problem, is if we don't deal with the extradition, we leave it pending, then the warrant out of Kentucky is going to stay in place.
Exactly.
So.
All right, so let's do this. Let's have a bond on the extradition. We'll have an OR bond on the pending charges. He will sign his waiver of extradition so he can go, but the charges will remain pending here. And then we'll set it for next week. And when he's not here, we'll issue a warrant for him, so there's a holder on him. When he gets done in West Virginia or Kentucky, he can come back here.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay.
So we'll wait the extradition this time and ask for an OR bond and set it in other matters.
Okay. Steyer? And on the other matter, there is a $2,000 OR bond that's already in place, so that will remain. I'll find that Mr. Coster has.
Is he, where in Kentucky is he, Boyd? So we'd ask you to give him a week to get back here, so it's back for next week.
Set this matter back for November 3rd at 10 a.m. Or actually, I'll set all pending matters back at the same time. Findings knowingly and intelligently waived his right to extradition. I'm going to give Kentucky till November 3rd at 10 a.m. to pick you up. If they haven't picked you up, we'll have you back out here on that day, and then we'll see what
Your Honor, I'd like to say one other thing for Mr. Coster's benefit, and it has to do with the charge of the unauthorized use of the vehicle, and his father is the victim. And all he wants is for his son to get better, but for now, he doesn't want to have any more involvement with his son. He says he's too far gone at this point, and he needs to get with it if he ever wants to have a relationship with his father. So our intention, if he wasn't going to Kentucky on this extradition, we would want him to go through treatment here. But since we're not able to do that, we want him to go to Kentucky first. if he goes to Kentucky and treatment is part of what happens to him over there and he's successful at it, we would want him to bring records of that back here and maybe give him a little bit of credit for having done that while he was gone. That might help his situation here.
Realistically, if you issue a warrant next week for him, he's not gonna go into treatment in Kentucky. He's gonna then be held and be shipped back over here.
Well, I don't know if that's true
If
at
there's a
all.
warrant, you're gonna have a felony warrant from another state, he's gonna be held and be extradited here.
Well, if that happens, I mean, I don't, we want him to be back here. We can nominate to the grand jury, I don't want to do
Well, I mean,
that.
I don't think that's an issue, I'm just saying, he's probably gonna end up back here when he's finished with his study.
Okay, so in other words, all right, that's fine.
All right, which order?
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Samuel Bays on the recall, case number CRA 25-71.
I'll ask him to.
All right, I found that Mr. Bays voluntarily waived his right to extradition. And Mr. Steyer, you want to put this on for the 3rd?
Yes, we'll leave this on for the 3rd.
We had already previously set it for that on the extradition matter, we'll leave it on for the 3rd.
Yeah, just make sure that.
All right, I think pick you up.
Well, it's not done yet.
Yeah, I made note that they should pick you up forthwith, so that we can pick you up anytime.
State of Ohio versus Anthony Riffle on recall, case number CRA 25-691.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Anthony Riffle, 10/27/20, or excuse me, CRB 25-691. Well, Mr. Riffle, what was in your urine is exactly what you said would be there. Do you have a prescription for the Suboxone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And honestly, Your Honor, I just quit smoking pot like 5 days ago, so after about 25 more, it's not going to be very good.
Well, Mr. Heald, I know you've made an offer on this matter. Is that your intention to make that same offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
We'd like to give him credit for the 2 days he was in jail and suspend some additional jail time and have him do some community service and pay a fine and hopefully move things on and not have any more trouble.
So does that mean I'll be released today so that way I can get my stuff and make it to work? in the
That's what
morning
we're
and
asking
everything?
for. That's what we're asking for. Yeah.
Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that, Your Honor. I apologize.
Well, what plea do you want to enter?
What should honestly, sir, I haven't been in jail since 2017 when I went to prison. I'm
You
trying
can
to
either
stay out
enter,
of the way, so.
if you want to take advantage of the state's offer, you can either enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea.
No contest.
All right, I'll accept your no contest plea, and based upon the statements made by the attorney on there, guilty finding. It's gonna be a $100 fine, where you pay the court costs. It's gonna be 30 days in jail, all suspended. And it'll be 30 hours community service. Two years level 4 probation. In order to stay out of all Walmart stores, I'm going to set your review hearing for May the 4th. Yes, sir. 2026 at 9 a.m. If you've got everything completed at that time, I'm going to give you, well, excuse me, let me go back. Go back to the jail. 30 suspend 28 credit fees. I want to make sure that you get the credit there. So if you've got everything completed by May the 4th of 2026, then you don't have to appear, but if you don't have all your community service done, your fine and court costs paid, you have to appear at that time and show what progress you're making. All right.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Ripple. May 4th. Probably would be a good idea.
Before I have to go back.
See probation before you take it back.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
State of Ohio recalls Justin Lambert, case number TRC 252743A and D, and CRB 24652.
All right, this is State of Ohio, which is Justin Lambert, TRC 252743A and B, and CRB 24652. This is Mr. Morford's case, and he's in these having one for calling minor bond.
Judge, I've had contact with Mr. Bill's mother. She is unable to help him out of money. He doesn't have any other source of funds, and he can't put $5,000 on there's no lower because he was certainly trial. Can't do 5.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Morford, based upon the narrative that I read, I've got some serious concerns about releasing Mr. Lambert because I'm worried that he may die.
He got to one to get treatment sessions, we could have him set.
We could have him assessed, but I wouldn't feel comfortable even putting him in treatment at this point without an ankle monitor even. I have some serious reservations that really to kill yourself or kill somebody else if I let you out. So, Mr. McCann's willing to do an assessment on you, so we'll have this recalled after that assessment and see where we go from there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Heather Gilpin, case number CRA 25441, CRB 25442, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Heather Gilpin, CRA 25441 and CRB 25442. We had recalled this, we're doing the arraignment on the failure to appear when Ms. Gilpin had left her prior treatment.
Judge, Bethesda has indicated that we want to take about one and ankle because she would prefer to be assessed by the VP and there's.
Well, I'm fresh out of what she would prefer. Now, if you were just here and you hadn't previously left treatment, I might consider that, but we're all out of what you want. You understand that? Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'll be willing to allow that, but in the event that you do anything to tamper with that monitor, I can promise you, our common pleas judges take that very seriously. That's a third-degree felony, and they'll probably make you serve every day of it in prison. Do you understand that? And if you think I'm kidding about that, you can ask Mr. Morford. He regularly practices in those courts.
And that's an automatic 2 years sentence.
So I don't want you to leave here today saying, well, we're reporting everything, but I don't want you to leave here today saying, oh, I didn't know that, or I would have never done that. Because you've been warned by me, you've been warned by your counsel now. And that is the common thing that happens down there. It is an automatic, you tamper with the monitor, you cut it, you disable it, you damage it, and you run. Probably going to prison for 3 years. So I just want to make you aware of that. Okay. All right, I will. When did she come in? Saturday? All right, I'll find her in contempt for missing her hearing. I'm going to sentence her to credit for time served on that. I'm going to set bond at 2,000 OR with GPS and release only to Bethesda for treatment. And Mr. Morford, are you available November the 10th? All right. And we still have the underlying felony pending. I'm going to set it back for a preliminary hearing on November 10th at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would like to add to this too, that with that in mind, that we do have this felony pending, we need Ms. Gilpin to comply to the letter of their instructions, because it would be very easy for us to take this to the grand jury, and then it's a whole different thing. You're dealing with a whole different thing. You're dealing with the potential of going to prison. So we want it to stay here. We want Heather to follow the rules.
All right, that'll be the court's order.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
What's the date, Your Honor?
November the 10th. Theft. 2,000 OR plus GPS and release only to Bethesda for treatment.
While she's still out here and Mr. Morford's here, we need that theft. Would you be willing to amend that to a misdemeanor, at some point going forward, if she does get in treatment? That's all.
Okay, that'll be a court's order at this time.
State of Ohio versus Michaela Curtis, case number CRD 25692, A, B, and C.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Michaela Curtis, CRB 25692, A, B, and C. May I read Ms. Curtis? All right. Ms. Curtis, it's alleged, on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, you did knowingly make a false statement, or statement is made with purpose to incriminate another in violation of section 292113A2 of the Ohio Revised Code. That's falsification. It's a misdemeanor in the first degree. Maximum penalty is up to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. In CRB 25692B, it's alleged on or about October 25th, 2025, you did purposely deprive Walmart to enter the property or services, knowingly obtain or exert control over said services, to wit miscellaneous merchandise without the consent of the owner or person authorized to give consent. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2913-02A1. That's theft, that's a first degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is up to 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine. In CRB 25692C, it's alleged that on or about October 25th, 2025 in Fayette Township, you did recklessly or by force resist or interfere with the lawful arrest of yourself in violation of Section 292133A of the Ohio Revised Code. That's resisting arrest. It's a misdemeanor of the second degree. Misdemeanors of the second degree carry a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail and up to a $750 fine. How do you wish to plead? All right, you have money to hire an attorney? Do you have money to hire an attorney? Are you working? All right. I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. And I think before we take up the matter of bond, I'd like to have Ms. Curtis drug screen. Curtis, we're going to have you back out here shortly after your screen, and then we'll deal with the matter of bond at that point.
State of Ohio recall Calvin T. Thomas here at court, case number CRB 25276. Calvin Thomas, I think he's asleep, Your Honor.
We need to we may need to call squad.
Can you call EMS?
I'm getting tired. He denies drug use, Your Honor. I don't know that he's really in any shape to be appearing in court right now.
Well, based upon his appearance with falling over like that, I'd kind of like to have him assessed by squad at this point, make sure he's okay.
I'm very tired and I didn't meditate last night.
I couldn't hear you say.
I didn't meditate last night. Plus my feet was numb.
He's really tired, Your Honor.
And plus right now I can walk straight, but my feet are not numb now.
His feet were numb.
That would maybe make a little bit of sense. He's walking okay now, looks like. Okay. Mr. Morford, I would defer to you at this point.
Judge, I've consulted with Taylor and arrangements have been made. He's all set to go to NECO now. I'm not sure where the breakdown of communication has occurred, but he has been expected there. You know you're supposed to be going to NECO.
Yeah, but they tell me nothing when they go.
Well, they're waiting for you to call and get him to see it.
Mr. Hill, how do you want to proceed?
Well, that was part of what we wanted to accomplish, was get him hooked up with NECO services. And we just need to make sure that gets done. I don't know if there's someone who can help him to make sure that that happens. But he's finished the part of it that we wanted to finish, and that's his counseling with Bethesda. And we're willing to dismiss the case, but we want to make sure this last step gets done.
So you want to come back one at a time to make sure that they get connected, or how do you want to proceed with that?
Yeah, I think so. Can you help us with that?
I have a referral. He needs to stop in there for some reason. They've accepted him and everything. He just needs to go in there. So he needs a behavioral analyst and specialist and a specialized cognitively impaired counselor with social work, which they provide. They've accepted the referral. For some reason, there's a breakdown on how they're getting a hold of each other, but I have an address where he needs to go.
Okay. Well, let's come back on December 1st.
All right.
Make sure that happens.
can't put the phone over down on.
I'm going to for you. I'll put everything in there. And if you can't get a hold of them, just call us. We'll help you.
All right.
You can't miss it. It's right down the road, okay?
All right.
Are you coming back December 1st?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Morgan Workman here at the court. Morgan Workman, case number CRB 25693. Morgan Workman.
I'm not really for sure. They said they're going to go to
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Morgan Workman, CRB 25693. Ms. Workman, it's alleged on or about October 26, 2025, in Fayette Township, that you did knowingly cause or attempt to cause physical harm to Jason Blackwelder, a family or household member. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.25A, domestic violence. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is up to 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
All right, I'll accept your not guilty plea. Do you have money to hire an attorney? Are you working currently? All right.
Say yes
I'll-
or no.
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah. I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. I'm going to continue the bond that was already posted. Mr. Steyer, when do you want to come back on this?
Your Honor, and Mr. Blackwelder's here, and he is the alleged victim in this matter, and he has indicated, first of all, he doesn't want a protection order, and I believe that Ms. Workman will agree to this, that if they entered into some counseling, that it would benefit their relationship, and if it's successful, we would not oppose a dismissal of the charges at a later date with the payment of court costs and successful completion, and no further problems.
Absolutely. Okay, Mr. Steyer?
I think that probably is going to ultimately be workable. I haven't had a chance to discuss the case with Ms. Workman yet, but I'll do that and we can figure those things out. I don't know how soon the court would want to come back on this.
Well, I would leave that to you in this, because if it's going to go by way of a 90-day continuance, then I don't know that there's any reason to come back quickly.
Right, there's no reason to speed back in here. So, set something earlier. How about the 15th of December? Does that day work? Does Monday or Friday matter to you?
Friday.
Fridays are better, so the 12th might be better, actually, Your Honor,
Okay.
which we've used earlier today.
If I may, I want to make sure that they do get into some counseling that is recognized by the court and is the appropriate thing and things of that nature. So I don't know whether they can get an assessment while they're here today or come back sooner with a...
Well, if you want to come back sooner, we can look at,
Or they could talk to somebody here while they're here.
how's the 21st look, Your Honor? That'd be of November.
We could put one on there.
Okay.
Come back November 21st. That'll be a pre-trial. 10
Write that
a.m.
down. November 21st, 10 o'clock.
So, if you want to talk to somebody and get the answers set up. Yeah.
10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Eric Downing. Case
Okay,
number
this is also my case that's being
CRB
called, so
25627.
I'll come out and talk to you, don't mess, please don't leave. Okay.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Eric Downing, CRB 25627. This is Mr. Steyer's case. That's what's in the file. Ain't going there.
Well, they're gonna dismiss the whole thing. All right, so you wanna do that? Okay, Your Honor, I think we have an agreed to disposition on this matter, which is that the state, in exchange for a plea of guilty to the pending domestic violence case, would, and agreed to recommendation of 30 days in jail suspended and an order to stay away and 2 years of probation, the state would agree to dismiss the F4.
Is that correct, Mr. Hill?
We are doing that, Your Honor, and we've had contact with the alleged victim about this matter, so we are satisfied with that.
All right, it's a matter of the 25-634, CRA 25-634 would be null with the state's request upon entering of a plea of guilty to the CRA 25-627 case. And Mr. Downing, on the 627 case, the domestic violence, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
All right. I'll accept your guilty plea. I'll have a guilty finding. So it'll be a $150 fine. I will you pay the court costs. 30 days in jail, all suspended. Set a review for May 4th, 2026, 9 a.m.
May 4th or 24th?
May 4th.
May 4th.
And it'll be 2 years level 4 probation. And Mr. Hill, I'm presuming you're wanting a protection order for Mr. Dollar Hyde?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And then there'll be a no contact order to the benefit of Chelsea Dollar Hyde.
Don't leave until you get a copy of this back from her.
Thank you. I have a question about my children.
You have to deal with that through custody court.
All right. Mr. Downing, you're going to need to see the probation department before you leave.
So that's out.
And your review is May 4th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Farrer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Downing.
State of Ohio versus Municipal Ashworth, case number CRA 25476, CRB 25477.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Misty Ashworth, CRA 25476, CRB 25477. This is Mr. Morford's case set for a preliminary hearing. I've got to note that there's supposed to be a plea today or a jury on 5. I don't see Miss Ashworth here.
She is doing outpatient services.
Who's we talking about?
Mr. Ashworth. Mr. Ashworth. With Bethesda. She's normally always here. I don't, if we could maybe get a couple of days so I can get her in here, it's very not normal for her.
Sure.
She's been here regularly, Judge.
I'm a little shocked, to be honest.
And she's been treating with you and doing
Yes,
well?
we've not had any, we've not had any issues. I know her son was going through some things, so I don't know if that has delayed her thinking.
All right, we'll reset this for November 3rd for a preliminary hearing. And I'll note that there'll be a bench warrant to issue if she fails to appear.
We'll get it here. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus George Starkey Jr., case number CRA 25666. Your Honor, you can't take that notice.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Willard Starkey Jr., CRA 25666. This is Mr. Morford's case. We received word that he was picked up by the state of West Virginia, that the matter will be dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Morford.
Apparently, we can't take him. I guess there's some.
State of Ohio recalls Michaela Curtis, who's back in Albany, case number CRA 25692, PNC.
seen a drug screen? Any opportunity? Well, I'll just go tell you, it's positive for Suboxone. I will determine, I guess, whether it's a prescription or not, but that was all that was showing.
I've been on the substation or here.
Mr. Hill, matter of bond. It's 3 in 1. There's a falsification, a theft. That's all. With a victim and a resisting arrest.
Well, it's Walmart. So she's on Suboxone already, which leads me to the
And that was the only
presumption
thing that appeared.
that she's in treatment already somewhere.
Where are you treating at?
I'm not in treatment now. I just recently got out of treatment.
Where were you?
I was at QCC.
But you continue to get a Suboxone prescription
Yes, Your Honor. I have
from them?
doctor online.
Well, okay. We'd ask for a $500 cash assurity bond.
Mr. Walker?
We've asked for a lower bond, Judge. She doesn't have any money to hire a bail bond. She doesn't have $500 to
All right. Ms. Curtis, when did you come into jail? Okay. All right, I'm gonna set bond at 2,000 OR. Mr. Morford, when do you come back?
Late November.
20.
Maybe a couple of weeks after that.
You did November 14th, Mr. Morford?
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's probably it, yes.
All right. So November 14th at 10 a.m. That'll be a good trial. $2,000.
State of Ohio recalls Justin Lambert, number TRC 252733 A and B, and CRB 24652.
Someone else, we couldn't take a conflict of interest, someone we got, so folks back there right now with them.
Okay, so we just need to recall it again.
Yeah,
All
yes, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Kenny Ingles, case number CRA 25487 A and B, and several more.
All right, this is State of Ohio, this is Kenny Eagle, CRA 25487, and B, PRC 242136, A and B, CRA 24662, CRA 24663, A and B, CRA 24566, CRA 19847, CRA 1817, CRA 1818, CRA 1812, Mr. Steyer's case on it.
Your Honor, I don't know the results of the,
We will take him.
okay.
Yes.
Are you willing to go there? Okay, you actually gonna stay there? Okay. So he's willing to go there, we would ask for an OR bond, he's willing to waive his preliminary hearing. But I know there are issues here to be reset as well.
Sorry, which agency are you?
Focus.
Focus, I thought that was the case. All right.
Kim, KDNY, Nichols, ING,
All right, I'll find Mr. Ingles has knowingly and intelligently waived his right when they're hearing. I'm gonna set bond at, keep bond at the 25,000 OR that it was set previously, and with a order to release him to inpatient treatment.
It was currently set to cash surety, so it actually doesn't even set that.
Okay, I'll set it at 25,000 OR then, with a release only to focus recovery.
And we need to have a date back for the older thing, but we put that back on the, we'll keep that on the pre-trial docket, we're returning to the,
Review docket.
review docket, but either way, it can be put back on the docket again.
Well, given that he's gonna have the issues in common pleas, let's go out. I'll put those back on the review docket. Which, let's go to January 30th for review at 9 a.m. Just so that we don't, I don't want to go all the way out, so we don't lose track of him, but there's no need to come back anytime soon.
I'm sorry.
He waived on the CRA 2547 A and B, all of the rest of them will be set for January 30th. Everything else.
Give me just a second.
Gotcha. It's going to be, it's going to take that, I'm sure.
Is this yours?
Yes. I signed it already, though. One time, this is.
Which is?
This one. This one. Oh.
State of Ohio versus Sean Allen Miller, case number CRD 24739 and PRD 242365.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Sean Allen Miller, CRD 4739, 242365. You may. All right, Mr. Miller, it's a good report.
Thank you.
I'm going to set you back for December 1st, and that'll be a sentencing at that time.
Thank you.
You got it?
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Casey K. Burns, who's got an older, case case number CRA 25697, CRB 25698.
Casey Burns. All right, this is State of Ohio versus Casey Burns, CRA 25697 and CRB 25698. Mr. Burns, it's alleged that on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, that you did knowingly cause or attempt to cause physical harm to Jessica Marie Starkey, a family or household member, and the said Casey K. Burns having been convicted of one or more domestic violence offenses in violation of section 2919.25A of the Ohio Revised Code. That is domestic violence with priors. So that is a felony of the fourth degree. Felonies of the fourth degree carry up to 18 months in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. In CRB 25698, it's alleged that on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, that you did while voluntarily intoxicated, engage in conduct or create a condition that presents a risk of physical harm to the offender or another, or to the property of another, in violation of section 2917.11B2 of the Ohio Revised Code. That's disorderly conduct. It's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is up to $150 fine and court costs. Do you have money to hire an attorney? Are you presently working? All right, I will appoint Mr. Morford to represent you.
Your Honor, Jessica Starkey is here, and she and Mr. Burns are actually married. They were both at the Southern Post, and they were there together. They were there not because they were in trouble with the law. They were there on their own, and they've had a problem, but she says they're married, and she intends for it to stay that way. She's going to continue in treatment at Southern Hope, and we're okay with Mr. Casey being in treatment, but probably at this time, it's not a good idea for them to be at the same place.
Right now, we wouldn't accept him back under the circumstances, but he is also not self-referred, is referred through Emily Bates, APA from Brown County, and she's aware of this whole situation, so.
Okay. Mr. McCann's indicated that RRS would be willing to talk to you about continuing your treatment. Mr. Burns, would you be okay with going there?
That's fine. It was just, it was.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop you and tell you probably don't want to say anything at this point. We're recording everything, and I don't want you to say something that's against your interest. So, Mr. McCann, we'll do an assessment on you. My intention would be then to allow you to do treatment with RRS or any other local facility that will take you. So what I will do is I'll set bond at 2,000 OR, and I'll for now put release only to RRS. However, in the event that they can't take you after assessing you, we'll get someone else to assess you, and then if we need to modify that, we will. But I'm going to go ahead and set it as that. That way, hopefully, we don't have to necessarily have you back out, but it'll just be, that'll be what the court's position will be on bond at this time. So, Mr. Hilda, well, I guess that she doesn't have a case here, so I guess we don't really need to worry about keeping them together. Is there a TPO work being requested?
She doesn't want a protection.
All right. I'm going to set you back for December the 5th. And that'll be a pre-trial at 10 a.m.
When's our next hearing, Your Honor?
December 5th.
State of Ohio versus Michael McKenzie, here in court, case number CRB 25699.
December 5th.
Mr. Morford, do you have a copy of the charge in this?
No, I don't.
This is an arraignment. This is State of Ohio versus Michael McKenzie, CRB 2569. Mr. McKenzie's going to serve as attorney presently. This is going to be, Mr. Morford, are you going to be representing Mr. McKenzie?
Judge, I haven't been contacted by him.
What's your name?
Butch Morford.
Oh, well, this is just an arraignment, Mr. Morford?
This is just an arraignment, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were standing up within the...
No, Judge, I
All right,
was
Mr. McKenzie.
running slow.
But I'll probably be in contact.
Butch.
All right. Mr. McKenzie, it's alleged on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, that you did with purpose to deprive Walmart, the owner of property or services, knowingly obtain or exert control over said property or services, to wit miscellaneous merchandise without the consent of the owner or person authorized to give consent. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2913-02(1). That is theft, a misdemeanor of the first degree. The maximum penalty on that is up to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
All right, I'll accept your not guilty plea. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Are
you presently working?
I'm presently working, taking care of my parents.
Okay, are you paid for
Earlier, we had to walk him out because he has dementia and his moods fluctuate.
Okay, well, I just need to know, are you being paid for that?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying, but they said it wouldn't be
But
until
not
after the new year.
But not currently?
Not currently, I'm making nothing.
I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. Doing anything unusual about this on bond?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set bond at $1,000 OR. And we'll come back December 5th, since I already know Mr. Morford's going to be here. There'll be a pre-trial at 10 a.m. Yes, he'll need to go to the jail to get fingerprinted. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me see.
I've been fingerprinted before.
Okay, don't have it in there. I'm going to continue the bond that was posted. I didn't, Mrs. Sowers had posted it. And you'll have to go to the jail to get fingerprinted.
Go downtown Ironton?
Yes.
Okay.
Right
At the
across from
jail?
the courthouse.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when we're coming back, Mr. McKenzie. I'll be in touch.
And is this, where's your information?
Mine? I don't have it.
Just put your number, it's fine. You know Craig Kraft? Yeah, he's the one that, I knew I heard their name.
Yeah, sure do. All right, I'll see you.
All right.
Call and make an appointment.
I will.
Thank you,
Ohio
Jim.
versus
Thank you.
versus Kevin Jordan, Recycle Holding, case number CRA 25694, CRA 25695.
We're gonna do that one when they come back in January, or is that?
And case number CRA 25689.
Come back in January, or you, after.
All right, ma'am, will you, Ms. Jordan? All right, this is State of Ohio versus Kevin Jordan, CRA 25694, CRA 25695, AT&T, and CRA 25689. So we'll start with the CRA 25694. Ms. Jordan, it's alleged, on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, you did knowing that an official proceeding or investigation is in progress or is about to be or likely to be instituted, to alter, destroy, conceal, or remove any record, document, or thing with the purpose to impair its value or availability as evidence in such proceeding or investigation. That is a violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2921.1282. Tampering with evidence, that's a felony of the third degree. Felonies of the third degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 3 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. In CRB 25695A, it's alleged that on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, you did with purpose to deprive Walmart, the owner of property or services, knowingly obtained or exert control over said property or services, to miscellaneous merchandise, without the consent of the owner or person authorized to give consent, in violation of Section 2913.02A1 of the Ohio Revised Code. That's theft. It's a misdemeanor of the first degree. Misdemeanors of the first degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. In CRB 25695B, it's alleged on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, you did recklessly enter or remain on the land or premises of another as to which notice against unauthorized access or presence is given by actual communication to the offender, or in a manner prescribed by law, or by posting in a manner reasonably calculated to come to the attention of potential intruders, or by fencing or other enclosure manifestly designed to restrict access. That is an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2911.21A3, criminal trespass, a misdemeanor of the fourth degree. Misdemeanors of the fourth degree carry a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and $250 fine. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
No.
Are you presently working? Is Mr. Steyer still here? Or is he already gone?
I have Warren and Morford.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. All right, Mr. Morford, this is a tampering, a theft, and a criminal trespass. And there's also going to be a Rule 4, Mr. Morford, as well, for a probation violation out of, it looks like Waverly Municipal Court. Waverly Municipal for an M1 theft. Mr. Heald, minor bond.
Your Honor, I was looking at the tampering charge to see exactly what that was involved, what was involved in that. It doesn't look like there was any merchandise that was damaged or in any way taken. There wouldn't be any restitution. And so I think that given that, there's also an indication that perhaps there was some drug impairment at the time. So if she didn't have to go to, where was it, Pike County or?
I believe so. Yeah, it's Waverly Municipal Court.
You know, our recommendation would be no R bond if she would also go to treatment, but that kind of gets in the way. This is similar to what we had a little bit ago.
Right. Well, we also have, let's kind of go through this because this is going to matter, in CRA 25689, we've got a Rule 4 hearing. Looks like you have a warrant out of the Waverly Municipal Court for theft. So there's not really a whole lot I can do here as far as sending you to treatment because, I mean, you have the right to have a hearing to determine whether or not you are the Heaven Jordan that they are seeking. You can also waive that right if you say, hey, I am the Heather Jordan and I want to go back there and take care of that. I don't know what they'll do with you there, and so it makes it real difficult for me to make orders here as far as that goes. So I'll let you consult with Mr. Morford briefly on the Rule 4 issue, and then we'll kind of determine from there where things go. Well, let's recall this here in a few minutes. We're going to get an entry from the clerk waiving your Rule 4 hearing. So I'll have you right back out here in just a second.
State of Ohio versus John Jackson, case number CRB 25507A and B.
We'll go and call it and see what things are. See who's here.
John Jackson.
All right. This is State of Ohio versus John Jackson, CRB 25507 A and B. This is Mr. Morford's case. It's set as a trial today. I don't see Mr. Jackson anywhere.
He's going to recall.
Okay. Mr. Morford, your trial today. I don't see Mr. Jackson here today.
I can't help you, Judge. I have not heard from him.
All right, Mr. Beal.
Well, we would be ready to go to trial today, so.
So you've got your witnesses here.
We do. Raring to go, as a matter of fact, and we'd ask for a bench warrant to issue.
All right. I'll find that the time's now 12:58 p.m. Mr. Jackson decided to be at court at 12 p.m. He has failed to appear. There'll be a bench warrant to issue immediately. We'll reconvene on this at some point in the future, if and when he's picked up.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Morford.
Yes.
Okay. So once I get
We're waiting on
once he's okay, we can test.
getting an interpreter on the line
I
for
hate it because you're girl.
visitors back in holiday.
I'll let you know, okay?
Well, we have to come in here.
Yeah.
And State of Ohio recalls Justin Lambert, case number TRC 252743A and B, CRB 24652.
All right, thank you.
All right, the State of Ohio versus Justin Lambert, TRC 252743 A and B, CRB 24652. We're having him assessed.
Yes, we'll take him. Focus.
All right, so I'm going to amend the bond to 5,000 OR, a GPS monitor,
You'd rather be in here, right?
and related to focus for inpatient treatment. Now, I'm going to caution you, Mr. Lambert, as I did the other young lady that was in here. You're only going to treatment if there's a GPS monitor put on. I don't know if that'll be available today, tomorrow, or a few days from now. But, that being said, as I told the other inmate, if you tamper with, damage, destroy, do anything to the monitor, they charge you with a third-degree felony, and our common police court's position is you're going to do 3 years in prison if it's found to be guilty, if you're found to be guilty of that. You can, again, Mr. Morford was on that case. I don't want you to leave here today saying that you were not cautioned of that. Or when you get the common police, if you get the common police court on that, I don't want you to say, oh, I didn't know that. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have done it. Well, I'm telling you, it's being recorded. Your attorney regularly practices in that court, and I'm confident that if you ask him, he's going to tell you the same thing. What do you do? It's what they do. So I'm giving you an opportunity here, because I want to see you get better. But I'm pretty troubled by, what the allegations were in here, if they are true. So I will allow you a 5,000 OR bond with GPS monitoring, but only to be released to focus for inpatient treatment. Mr. Morford, when you want to come back? I don't know that I want to go that far out.
I was going to say, Judge, under the circumstances and knowing your concern, I would say quicker rather than later.
Okay. You here November 14th, or you're not here the 14th, are you, Mr. Morford? Can't recall if that was one of your trial days.
Yes, I mean,
okay.
I have a trial here.
Okay, that's correct. All right, I'm going to set these cases for a pretrial on November 14th, 10 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, in one case we have someone who's a Spanish interpreter. State of Ohio versus Penny Gonzalez, case number CRB 25696.
And they hung up. They hung up. Or was disconnected or something.
There is that, waiting on that recording.
Says,
State of Ohio recalls Kevin Jordan.
we're going to have to recall
Case
Mr.
number CRA
Gonzalez.
25685.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Heaven Jordan, CRA 25689, CRA 25694, CRB 25695 A and B. This is Mr. Morford's case, where we called this on the matter of bond in the Rule 4, now that we have a waiver. All right. Mr. Jordan, is it your intention that you're going to go back and face the charge in Pike County? Okay, I'll find you know the waiver criminal court hearing. I'm going to give them till November 3rd at 10 a.m. to pick you up. I'm going to set everything all cases before this court for November 3rd. And that'll be pre-trial and preliminary hearing. Now, if we get word that you have been picked up, the Rule 4 hearing will be dismissed here. And then, unfortunately, though, on the other cases, there's likely going to be a warrant issue at that point for you. Now, I could set a bond if the parties would like on the other charges. That way, if she goes there and she's released immediately, or the treatment there, then that would, you know, could play in effect. But I'll leave that to Mr. Keel.
We're not opposed to that, Your Honor.
We agree. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'll set the bond at 2,000 OR and conditioned with an AOD assessment and follow-up treatment if recommended. That way, it would not affect you in Sauter County, or excuse me, in Pike County. If you go there and they're going to give you treatment, if you go there and once you complete the case there, then at that point, you would be required here to go into treatment as a condition of your bond. But, so if they don't give you treatment there, let's say they give you jail time, I don't know what they're going to do, and you complete the case there, you would have to here, once you get out, go get an AOD assessment and come back and face everything here.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that'll be the court's order.
State of Ohio recalls Kenny Gonzalez.
All right. I don't know that we're going to have to, we may have to do it right here. I'm okay with that. All right. We're going to have to stay right here. All right, on the telephone, can you hear me? All right, so we're going to do the arraignment here for Mr. Gonzalez, so I'll go slow so that you can translate it for him. This is case number CRB 25696, State of Ohio versus King Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, on or about October 25th, 2025, in Fayette Township, It's alleged you did, you did, with purpose to deprive Walmart
se alega que usted con el propósito de contar un poco de Walmart,
the owner of property or services
el dueño de autoridad o servicios,
knowingly obtain or exert control over said property or services
a sabiendas, consumo o posesión de esta propiedad o servicios,
to wit, miscellaneous merchandise,
que se refiere en cuestión a que eran mercancías varias,
without the consent of the owner or a person authorized to give consent.
sin consentimiento del dueño o de una persona autorizada a dar consentimiento.
That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code,
Esa es una violación, una infracción alegada del Código de Ohio,
Section 2913.02,
sección 2913.02,
A1.
A1.
That is a theft. That's a misdemeanor of the first degree.
Eso es un robo, que es un delito menor en primer grado.
Misdemeanors of the first degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine.
Delitos menores en primer grado conllevan una pena máxima de hasta 6 meses en la cárcel, una multa de hasta $1,000.
I want to advise him of his rights before the court. He has the right to remain silent.
Quiero hacerle saber sus derechos delante del tribunal. Tiene derecho a permanecer en silencio.
He has the right to an attorney, and if he can't afford an attorney, will appoint one to represent him at no cost.
Tiene derecho a un abogado. Si usted no puede pagar un abogado, yo le asignaré sin ningún coste.
He has the right to reasonable bail,
Tiene derecho a tener una fianza razonable.
and he has the right to force the state of Ohio to prove each and every element of the offense charged beyond a reasonable doubt.
Y tiene el derecho a obligar al Estado de Ohio a aprobar todos y cada uno de los elementos del delito que se le acusa más allá de todas las razonables.
I'm going to be asking him for a plea, and he can enter one of 3 pleas.
Voy a estar solicitando su declaración de culpabilidad y puede escoger una de 3 posibles declaraciones.
All right, he can enter a plea of guilty, which means he's making a complete admission that he committed the offense charged.
Puede presentar una declaración de culpable, lo que significa que usted admite completamente que usted cometió los cargos de los que se le acusan.
He can enter a plea of not guilty, which means he's not admitting that he committed the offense charged.
Puede presentar una declaración de no culpable, lo que significa que usted admite que no cometió los delitos de los que se acusan.
Or he can enter a no contest plea, which means he's not admitting that he committed the offense charged, but he's not contesting the facts surrounding the offense.
O puede presentar una declaración de no me pongo, lo cual significa que usted no admite que cometió el delito de que se le acusa, pero usted no se opone a los hechos alrededor del delito.
How does Mr. Gonzalez wish to plead?
Señor González, ¿cómo se declara?
Quiero pedir perdón al dueño de Walmart, al gerente, al subgerente y a todos los servicios que trabajan en Walmart por haber cometido ese error. Y pedir perdón que no volverá a pasar, esto es culpable y gracias a mi confianza.
happen again, I feel guilty, and I would like to go out on a walk.
Okay. So is he entering a plea of guilty? Is that what he's entering?
Sí, entonces, presenta la declaración, se declara usted culpable, así se declara.
Me estaba contando, yo cambié un sticker de una carne y luego yo sí lo pagué, lo que no tenía era cómo pagar lo que valía la carne y le puse el sticker del precio más económico. Eso fue lo que sucedió.
I changed the sticker on some meat for the cheaper one. I did pay the other item, but I did change the sticker of that meat. That's what happened.
Okay. Is he intending to enter a guilty plea?
Entonces, tiene usted la intención de presentar una declaración de culpable.
Sí lo hice. Cambié el sticker por uno más económico porque no tenía dinero completo para pagar.
I did that. I changed the sticker for a cheaper one. I didn't have enough money to pay for it.
Okay. I will accept his guilty plea and enter a guilty finding.
Sí, voy a aceptar su declaración de culpabilidad y presentar una sentencia de culpable.
Okay. There'll be a $100 fine, and I'll order him to pay the court cost.
Será una multa de $100 y le ordeno entonces pagar también el coste del tribunal.
There'll be 10 days in jail.
Serán 10 días en la cárcel.
I'll suspend 8 and give him credit for 2. So he'll be, I would say, so he'll be released today. Well, apparently he has a holder, an ice holder.
Entonces, voy a suspender otros días y daré crédito por los que ya ha estado ahí. Pero al parecer, aparentemente, usted tiene una orden de detención de ahí.
So they won't release him on, he'll be released upon this sentence, but it will not release him from jail.
Usted será liberado de ese asunto, pero no será liberado de eso.
It'll be 2 years level 4 probation.
Serán 2 años de libertad.
And I'm not going to do any community service on this because it may be academic at this point.
Y no voy a poner ningún tipo de entretenimiento porque sería realmente académico.
I'm going to set a review hearing date for May the 4th through 2026.
Can you see the vacant looking house? 1,000-yard stare.
That'll be the court's order.
3. Well, he has agreements on the
Thank you so much for translating for us. You too, thank you. All right, court's adjourned.